Daf Yomi, Tractate Chullin, page 22b, top of the page. And it's a middle of an idea, so just to the last line of 22a was saying that the sages taught in a Braita with regard to the verse, and he shall bring his offering of doves or of young pigeons, Leviticus 1:14, that doves are older and not younger, as one might have thought, and couldn't this be derived from a Kal Vachomer? All right? An a fortiori inference, as they call it here. Now we're on the top of 22b, our daily, the Amud for this video of this portion of the daily daf. 22b, top of the page with the words Uma B'nei Yonah. This is the Kal Vachomer that you would have said, or they suggest. Uma B'nei Yonah Shlo Shub G'danim Toyer Mishus B'Gdoilim Enu Din Shus B'Gdanim Taman Loima Toyer B'Gdoilim Lo G'danim. If pigeons which are not deemed fit when older were deemed fit when younger, as the term young pigeons indicates, if they are young, then with regard to doves, which were deemed fit when older, isn't it logical to say that they were deemed fit when younger? Therefore, the verse states doves, meaning older and not younger. B'nei Yonah ketanim v'gedolim sheyachol v'hadinu u'ma torim sheyachol v'ketanim hu shiru v'gedolim B'nei Yonah sheyachol v'ketanim enu din sheyachol v'gedolim taman lo ima b'nei Yonah ketanim v'gedolim. The writer continues, young pigeons must be younger and not older, as one might have thought, and couldn't this be derived through an a fortiori inference, if doves which were not deemed fit when younger were deemed fit when older? Then with regard to pigeons which were deemed fit when younger, isn't it logical that they were deemed fit when older? Therefore, the verse states young pigeons, meaning younger and not older. My Talmuda Amarabe Lo lishtemit Kro Bilichtov min b'nei hatoirim or min hayoino. The Gemara asks, what is the biblical derivation of these matters? Rava said, it is derived from the fact that it is not found that the verse would deviate from the norm and right of young doves. Second year, I have to put on pause for a second. Okay, where were we? Umay Talmud Amarav lo yishmit karav lichtod min bnei toyerim min yoina. The Gemara asks, what is the biblical derivation of these matters? Rava said, it is derived from the fact that it is not found that the verse would deviate from the norm and right of young doves or pigeons. Rather, the wording in the Torah is always of doves or of young pigeons. Evidently, doves must be older and pigeons must be younger. Ema b'nei yoina nichtabu achmana b'nei ketanim in gedolim lo toirim iba gedolim neisei iba ketanim neisei dumyad b'nei yoina ma b'nei yoina ketanim in gedolim lo af toirim gedolim in ketanim lo. The Gemara objects, say instead that with regard to pigeons, since the merciful one writes young, this means younger birds. Yes, older birds, no. But with regard to doves, if one wishes, let him bring older birds. If he wishes, let him bring younger birds. The Gemara responds, since doves and pigeons are always juxtaposed to one another in the Torah, it is derived that the halacha of doves is similar to the halacha of pigeons. Just as with regard to pigeons, the halacha is younger birds, yes, older birds, no. So too with regard to doves, the halacha is older birds, yes, younger birds, no. Tanu Rabbanon yachal yihu kol hatoirim v'chol b'nei yoina k'sheirim tamid lo amar min hatoirim v'lo kol hatoirim. min b'nei hayona, v'lo kol b'nei yona, prat letchilas hatzihuv shebazeh, v'shebazeh shepasul b'masai toirim kesherim, mishehayazivu, me'im masai b'nei yoina psulin, misheyathivu. The sages taught in a Braita, one might have thought that all the older doves or all the younger pigeons would be fit for sacrifice. Therefore, the verse states of doves, and not all doves, of young pigeons, and not all young pigeons. This serves to exclude birds at the beginning of the yellowing of their neck plumage, which are unfit as this, doves, and as that, pigeons. They are unfit as doves because they are not sufficiently old, and as pigeons because they are no longer young. The Tana elaborates, from when are the doves fit? It is from when the color of their feathers turns a glistening gold. From when are the pigeons unfit? It is from when their feathers turn yellow. Tani Yaakov Kalcham, Ei Masai B'nei Yonik Sherim, Mishe Ya'alzu, Mishe Ya'alu. There you go. Hu Tanela, Hu Amela, Efrochav, Yalu Dam, Eimas, Omer Abaye, Miki Shamit Kadepa, Mine, Yasei Dema, Yaakov Korcha. I don't remember having him before. Yaakov Korcha? Yaakov Korcha Tatani Braita. From when are pigeons fit? It is from when Ya'alu, whatever that means. I guess I'll explain it. He teaches the Braita and he states its explanation. The reference is to that which is stated, its fledglings will suck up blood. Efrochav Ya'alu Dam. Job 39:30. When is that? Abaye said it is from the stage when one plucks a feather from it and blood emerges. Min hatoirim o min bnei hayoina והתחיל הציהו שבזה ושבזה מהו ספק ההבי ונפק או דילמה בראייה ההבי ולא נפק. Rabbi Zera raises a dilemma with regard to one who says it is incumbent upon me to bring a burnt offering of doves or of pigeons, and he brought birds at the beginning of the yellowing of their neck plumage, of this, doves, and of that, pigeons. What is the halacha? Is it a case of uncertainty whether it is considered older or younger, and therefore when he brings both, he fulfills his obligation, as one of the birds was fit for sacrifice, or perhaps a bird at the beginning of the yellowing is an entity in and of itself, and is neither older nor younger, and he does not fulfill his obligation. Omerove toshima prat tchias hatzihuv shebazeh v'shebazeh shipas liyamin v'shlayman v'ri'ah v'shabim heliam mitzverahi yitzrich kol mutei sveka. Rabbi said, come in here, proof from the Braita, where it is taught that the verse of doves or of young pigeons serves to exclude birds at the beginning of the yellowing of their neck plumage that are unfit as this doves and as that pigeons. Granted, if you say that a bird at that stage is an entity in and of itself, that works out well, as the verse serves to ensure that a bird at that stage of development will never be sacrificed. But if you say that it is a case of uncertainty, was it necessary for the verse to exclude a case of uncertainty?